Gonna get right into this, man. This is gonna be another mindset video. It's for self-improvement for men, right? So the truth is this: self-improvement isn't glamorous. When you decide that you want to level up, you want to start eating healthier, going to the gym, reading, writing, creating, building a business, building a brand, or leveling up in your career, you're gonna think everybody's gonna be rocking with you and celebrating you and hyping you up and really, being proud of you. That's not what happens on the beginning of the journey. What happens is they start to think you're weird. Oh, you're not going to the bar Friday night. You got to get up and go to the gym on Saturday. Don't think that's strange. Don't think that's weird. Don't think that's abnormal, because that's a regular routine that most people do. That's a regular routine that you may have had. So when you start switching things up and you start elevating your mindset, you start elevating your hustle and your grind, they're gonna think it's weird. Oh, you got a side hustle. You got a business you're trying to build. And right now it's the fourth quarter. It's October. This is the busiest time of the year. I mean, Black Friday will be coming up pretty soon. Sales gonna be popping off, but you're locked in on your business, you're locked in on your service, you're locked in on your products, and they want to go party and they want to go smoke and they want to bullshit, and you want to level up. They're not gonna celebrate it. You think everybody's gonna celebrate it, but they're not, because you're getting out of a comfort zone and they're stuck in theirs. So understand that this might be the new slogan, man. Self-improvement is not glamorous, bro. It's not for everybody. So understand that, man, as you're going through this journey of improving your life, improving your lifestyle, and the things you want to build for your family. Everybody's not going to be on the same page. Next thing up, success doesn't happen overnight. All right. You can't join the army today and be a general next year. It's impossible. That's the analogy I was thinking of. Like, you can't do it. Like, a lot of people want to do something and just become instantly great at it. It takes years and years and years. There's a saying, it takes 10,000 hours of something to be kind of like good at it. Not even great, just good and competent. So 10,000 hours. Are you willing to put in that type of work? Are you willing to build a business for the first 5-6 years? You don't make a lot of money. If you tell people that, they'll say, I can't, that business doesn't work for me. Well, that's how a lot of entrepreneurs make it. It's a survival. It's survival of the fittest. Do you survive when you don't get a lot of sales? Do you survive when you don't got a lot of followers? Do you keep showing up to the gym? Do you keep leveling up your mindset? Do you keep avoiding bad places and bad people who are going to put you in a negative situation? Like, it doesn't come quickly. You have to just keep doing it. And so you need to understand, like, you don't need the perfect business plan. You don't need the perfect workout plan. You don't need the perfect strategy. You just need to be consistent, man. You know what you need to do. Just go out and do it, and try to do it every single day. All right. You don't need to be perfect. Just be consistent. The next thing up about the self-improvement journey, you have to face your flaws. Now, some people's flaws, a lot of men's flaws: we drink too much, we smoking too much, we partying too much, you sleeping in too much, you have a terrible diet, you're not taking care of what you need to take care of, and you have to address it. That's why it's called self-improvement. Look at yourself and what do you need to improve. No one's perfect, and no one has all the answers, and a lot of people can do a good job of masking certain things. But the truth is, you got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, yo, bro, I need to step up this. I need to step up. I need to step up in the gym. I need to step up my finances. Maybe you need to get rid of a couple credit cards. Maybe you need to start investing. Maybe you need to start saving more. Whatever situation you got to look at how can you improve it, right? Because if you still have these same flaws and you get a bunch of money, you'll still have to make the same mistakes. It's like when they say, when people who win the lotto, right, 5 years, 10 years later, they broke again. And it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. They bought all this money. How do they broke? Because they didn't learn the skills and the habits, and they didn't have the discipline to make that type of money. So when they got the money, they didn't spend it. They didn't even know how to manage it. So they still have a lot of flaws financially. That's why they won the lotto and go broke 5 years later, 10 years later. So face your flaws, guys. No one's perfect. I don't claim to be perfect on this channel. I got flaws. I got mistakes that I make every single day, just trying to learn and get better. All right. Next thing. Mental fitness is just as important as physical fitness. A strong mind creates a strong body, and that's going to create strong habits, strong discipline, and that's going to give you the lifestyle that you want to get. All right. So if it's good that you go to the gym and work out, it's good that you can bench X amount of weight, but what's your financial situation? Are you taking a bus and you broke? Or do you work at McDonald's but you're jacked? Or, or you got a bunch of money, but your health is terrible? Like, these things are balance. Yeah, you got to work on your mental fitness just as much. You got to work on your physical fitness, right? It's becoming a well-rounded man to become successful. So when people see you, they're like, oh, your homie's on point. Look, He looks like he works out. He looks like he takes care of himself. He looks like that. And he looks like he's someone I should listen to or someone I should get advice from. Why? How he carries himself, how you dress, how you talk, how you walk, your aura, your swag. These things people can sense, people can feel. So step up your mental fitness just like you're stepping up your physical fitness. You go to the gym 3, 4, 5 times a week. You should be reading or writing or creating 3, 4, 5 times a week, right? You can't always depend on one source of income. Nothing wrong with starting a business. Nothing wrong with starting a brand. There's nothing wrong with making content. A lot of people say, oh, you're trying to be an influencer, you're trying to be a YouTuber, you're trying to be this, fashion mogul. Like, man, do whatever makes you happy, bro. But understand it's just mental as it is physical. They say that in sports too. Like, it's a mind game. If you think you're going to be great, you have a good chance of becoming great. If you think you're going to fail, then there's a good chance you're going to fail. So strong mind, strong body, strong mindset, guys. That's the message. That's the movement. All right. Last thing up. The goal is to be the best version of yourself, right? This is the thing about self-development and self-improvement is to become the best version of yourself. Stop looking at somebody else's lifestyle on Instagram or some celebrity or some athlete because they came from a different environment, they came from a different time, they came from a different place, they have different experiences that you have. So stop trying to compare your situation to somebody else's situation. Become the best version of yourself. Because when you become the best version of yourself or you're on that journey, it's going to inspire other people to do it too. Right? And then all of a sudden you look back and you go, man, 2-3 years I was locking in. Look how far I came. Now you had the mindset as, yo, but if I lock in for another 2-3 more years, where would I be? So stop comparing your situation to somebody else's situation, because a lot of times what we do is we'll look at our year 1 or year 2 to someone's year 8, year 9, or year 10. So you're trying to get someone's results of them putting in work for 8 to 10 years, but you want to get it in 1 or 2 years. And you don't have the same information. You don't have the same hustle. You don't have the same mindset. You don't have the same resources that person may have had. You don't even know the type of losses that person had to take to get to the level that they're at. You don't know how many friends they lost, how many family they lost, how many deals they lost, but you just want the bag and you want to get successful. That's not how this works out, fellas. All right. Bosses take losses too. You got to understand there's going to be wins, there's going to be losses, and you're going to have to be the best version of yourself. Because when you catch an L, you got to know how to handle it. When things go left, you got to know how to handle it. When people front on you, you got to know how to handle it. When your family members come begging you for money, how do you handle it? How do you handle it? Right? These are all part of the growth and the journey of self-improvement, because as you get better, people will notice. People will notice, bro. So that's my 5 tips for today. All right. It's not glamorous. It ain't going to happen overnight. You're going to have to face your flaws. Mental fitness is just important as physical fitness. So get in the lab, get in the gym, do what you got to do, get that money. And just go out and be the best version of yourself, man. Do this one day at a time, man. Embrace the journey. I hope you like this type of content. If you do, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to the vibe, all that. Y'all know what to do. I'm up out of here. It's your guy Al. Peace.